Commander Vextai of the Hegemony Third Fleet couldn't suppress the clicking sound that passed for laughter among his species. The massive viewscreen displayed the human vessel approaching their formation. A hulking, angular monstrosity that looked like it had been cobbled together from scrap metal and desperation. "That's their Dreadnought?" First Navigator Krilox chittered from his station, mandibles twitching with amusement. "It appears to be held together with prayer and metal strips." The human ship, designated UES Indomitable, measured nearly 2 kilometers in length, but its design philosophy seemed fundamentally flawed to hegemony standards. Where their own vessels boasted sleek, bioorganic curves optimized for energy efficiency and speed, the human craft bristled with crude weapon emplacements, redundant armor plating, and what appeared to be jury-rigged modifications bolted onto every available surface. Tactical analysis confirms minimal energy signatures. Reported weapons coordinator ZRA. Their power core appears to be running at 40% capacity. Either they're conserving energy or their technology is more primitive than intelligence suggested. Vextai's communication officer established a channel to the human vessel. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing a grizzled human in a worn military uniform. Captain Elena Rodriguez, according to their files, a veteran of the Proxima campaign. "Hegemony vessel." Rodriguez's voice crackled through the translation matrix. "You are in violation of Terran space. Withdraw immediately or face the consequences." The bridge crew erupted in what could only be described as alien laughter. A single human dreadnought threatening an entire battle group of 12 ships? The audacity was almost admirable. "Human captain," Vextai responded, allowing condescension to drip from his synthesized words. "Your pathetic vessel cannot possibly pose a threat to the might of the hegemony. Surrender now, and we may allow your crew to survive as slaves." Rodriguez's expression didn't change. "Final warning. Withdraw or be destroyed." Vextai terminated the connection with a dismissive gesture. "Begin the attack. Target their engines first. I want them crippled, not vaporized. The Council will want to study this primitive technology." The hegemony formation advanced in perfect synchronization, their bioships pulsing with charged plasma weapons. They opened fire simultaneously, emerald bolts of energy streaking toward the human dreadnought. What happened next defied everything the hegemony thought they knew about human engineering. The Indomitable's hull began to shift. What they had mistaken for crude armor plating revealed itself as an intricate network of adaptive defensive matrices. Sections of the ship's exterior literally flowed like liquid metal, creating angled surfaces that deflected the plasma bursts harmlessly into space. Other sections absorbed the energy entirely, channeling it into massive capacitor banks hidden within the ship's superstructure. "Impossible," whispered ZRA. "Their hull is reconstructing itself in real time." But the real surprise came when the Indomitable returned fire. The weapon emplacements they had dismissed as primitive suddenly blazed to life, not with energy weapons, but with kinetic projectiles moving at significant fractions of light speed. Tungsten rods, each weighing several tons, slammed into hegemony shields with devastating effect. "Magnetic acceleration," Krilox gasped, his readings spiking. "They're using the ship's entire superstructure as a series of railgun barrels." The first hegemony vessel buckled under the kinetic assault. Their energy shields, designed to deflect plasma and particle beams, proved woefully inadequate against solid projectiles traveling at relativistic velocities. The bioship's organic hull crumpled like tissue paper. Vextai watched in growing horror as the human dreadnought revealed system after system they had completely misunderstood. What appeared to be inefficient power distribution was actually a decentralized network designed to survive massive damage. Those jury-rigged modifications were modular weapon systems that could be rapidly reconfigured for different threats. "Sir," ZRA's voice cracked with panic. "They're launching some kind of drone swarm." Thousands of small objects erupted from concealed bays along the Indomitable's hull. Each drone was barely larger than a fighter, but they moved with coordinated precision that suggested advanced AI control. Worse, they appeared to be equipped with the same kinetic weapons as their mothership. The hegemony fleet, designed for elegant ship-to-ship combat, found themselves overwhelmed by an enemy that fought like a rabid animal, dirty, brutal, and utterly without regard for conventional tactical doctrine. Within minutes, half of Vextai's battle group was drifting wreckage. "All ships," he transmitted, his voice hollow with defeat, "retreat to hyperspace." Immediately, as his remaining vessels fled, Vextai stared at the human dreadnought growing smaller on his view screen. They had assumed human technology was primitive because it looked crude. They had failed to understand that sometimes the most effective weapon was the one that didn't look like a threat until it was too late. The humans, it seemed, had turned their reputation for being underestimated into their greatest tactical advantage.